Hi, I'm on site today with Chris's layout, Cheshire Lines. It's quite an interesting layout this. It uses a combination of 00 and N-gauge to interesting effect. It's a work in progress. It's been on the go for quite a while now. And one of the things of interest to me particularly is that he's used the AutoSignal with the automatic brake controller to control the various locos as they run around. So enough waffling from me. I'll put Chris on and he can tell you all about it.
Okay, well thanks Dave, and welcome to Cheshire Lines. So this layout is about 27 feet by 15 feet and it has 4 continuous loops with a 009 section running around half of it and going into a mainline station. So as Dave has said, I have got a lot of MegaPoints controllers and the whole layout is controlled by a MegaPoints setup. Now recently I've been involved with the Making Tracks layout at Chester Cathedral, and one of the great things we did there was introduce automatic block signalling with Dave's new signal block panels. And I've brought that to this layout, and on just one line at the moment, and I'm going to expand it, we've introduced 5 signal blocks which are also controlled with automatic braking control, which means we can slow a locomotive to a stop in front of a signal, which is working really, really well. Okay, so just to give a demonstration of how the automatic braking control, ABC, is working, we've got this 37 on the cement train and it is currently halted at this red light, which we've manually put to red because Dave's boards can facilitate a manual switch. And then behind it, with no interaction, we've got this class 47, which has come to a halt in front of a red stop, and the red stop has been caused because the block in front of it is now occupied by the 37. So just to demonstrate how that now works when we take the ABC off this section, so if we change it, you'll see the light turn to green. That will automatically enable the locomotive to start. And once this train has cleared the block, which is about here, we will see that this locomotive starts and moves into the next block. You can see that this signal has automatically changed to red because the 37 is still in the block ahead of it. This 47 will now come to a halt in front of the signal until the previous block has cleared. It's just cleared, the 37 has just cleared the previous block and it automatically goes. It is magic. Okay, so just to show that from a slightly different angle, again we've got the 37 here, stopped at a red signal. The red signal has been caused by a manual switch here. So if I'll release that now, and the signal you'll see has changed to green, which automatically releases the ABC braking and allows the locomotive to continue at its pre-designated speed. And then if we look behind, as this train clears the block, it'll automatically change the signal that's holding the class 47, and the 47 will start as the previous trains cleared the block. Now, as the 37's in the previous block at the moment, we can see that this signal is red and will bring the 47 to a halt until the 37 clears the block, which is just done, and therefore the train can continue. Again, that 47 stopped at that signal because of the 37 in the previous block. You can see it's red and coming to a stop, changes to green and allows the locomotive on. So one of the great features of the board is there's an ability to manually switch the signals to red. So I've got this on a switch here. If I do the switch, you can see the signals turn to red. And what that will do is bring the next train to a halt in front of the signal. Okay, so I'm now going to release the signal. The whole layout is controlled through MegaPoint controllers. And what I've done here is use the route controllers more than anything else. So I've got 4 route controllers because on the layout I have there's over 100 points. So I'm actually setting the routes through all of the points, and I use the buttons to set the routes. So if I want to go from track 2 through to track 3, I just press one button and it changes all the points for the route in one go. I don't control the points individually. If I wanted to do that, I can do that either on the main controller or through my phone with an app. Okay, so one of the things I had to overcome with building this layout is how do you get in and out of the railway. So the door is there, and I didn't particularly want to build a duck under because I'm getting a bit older now. So I've made this section which holds the viaduct and the bridge on a door system. So I can open the door and it's on wheels, and it means that people can come in and out of the railway without having to duck under. It's made out of, it's just a simple wood construction. The Prince Albert bridges are a kit bash of the Hornby suspension bridge. So you might recognise some of this. The bottom part is Hornby suspension bridge, but all the rest of it is 3D printed. And then this viaduct is a cardboard construction with some 3D printed elements in it. It's based loosely on the Border Bridge and a viaduct near me, which is Dutton Viaduct. And then there's 5 kilos of resin that was poured in to create the water. So this part of the railway has a dock scene at the back. The photographs are of Runcorn and the River Mersey, and people might recognise the Runcorn Caterpillar Bridge over on the right. I've actually flipped the photographs. I actually took the photographs and then spliced them all together and had them printed on a run. And I have a dock, kind of tramway running around on a shuttle at the back there, so that the train just goes up and down that without any intervention from myself. So I was very keen to create a shed area. So I've created a steam shed here with a turntable, with a coaling stage and a backman shed, which I've put lights in. The shed lights here are all scratch built with warm LEDs, and I've integrated a kind of a modern diesel section as well because I have both steam and diesel. I don't particularly model to a period or place. I just like trains, so I have a mixture right across the board. So in this section there's going to be a station and platforms, and I've scratch built this station building to go over a bridge at the top, and then there'll be about a 5-platform station in here.
So where's the station going?
The station is going to be this entire section here with platforms here, and here, and the 009 train will be come on to the platform in the main station. So as you can see, the railway is still under construction, still a lot to do. But one thing I'm currently working on is putting in more signals with the signal boards and more ABC sections. So currently I've got one loop with all the signals in. I'm currently just doing the inner loop now, putting 5 blocks in, and then the intention is to widen the ABC and signals out to the other 2 loops as well. So all 4 loops will then be controlled via signals and ABC. Okay, so one of the things I found with doing the signals is that sometimes they're quite hard to see. So you can see this signal here is pointing in that direction. So if you're standing over there, you can't really see what aspect it's showing. So what we've done is design a little signal repeater box which you can plug straight into the LED functions on the signal board. And I've now got 4 LEDs here that show me what the signal is displaying here. Now I know that's blue at the moment, it's because I didn't have any yellow LEDs, but it's showing one, it was showing 1 yellow, and the train's just gone through, occupied the block, and is now showing red. And again, this switch here, I can manually switch it so that it goes to red, and that means the train will come to a halt here. So it's a nice little thing we've developed as a signal repeater so that we can easily see what aspect is being displayed. And you can see now there's a double yellow, single yellow, and as the train passes out of the block, or the previous 2 blocks, this will change back to green.
So I hope you've enjoyed this visit to Chris's layout. It's quite an interesting layout. There's a lot to do and an awful lot being done. I'll be keeping an eye on it, and I'll bring you an update once more has been completed. So I'd like to take the opportunity to thank Chris for showing us this and wish him well with the construction. And I'm going to go play trains now. See you later.